So, guys, remember how for a brief moment in time it seemed like something might be good? Well, Republicans said no. Actually, things are going to be bad. U.S. judge in Texas strikes down Biden loan forgiveness plan. Now, this is especially pointed right now because, of course, Gen Z just came out with like plus 26 to Democrats in the most recent election. And a lot of the people who either did or did not vote blue were looking forward to having 10 or even 20,000 cut from their student loan debt. And now Republicans, or this Republican judge, I mean, the Republican Party was against the student loan forgiveness. So this judge is acting as a representative of their interest, is saying actually no, they should have to pay more money. They should be debt slaves forever. That is the reason why the whole student loan garbage plays out the way that it does. The like overwhelmingly the money that runs through schools has nothing to do with education. It has to do with land and it has to do with sports. Okay, universities are like land and sports, like financial centers first and degree mills second, even the better ones. That's why you might wonder why schools will have like 50 students per teacher and be terrible, but then they'll buy like a new football field or something. It's yeah, it's not good. It's just a money making thing, capitalism, so on and so forth. But you know, one of the reasons that the price of education has gone up so much, despite it being more necessary, more ubiquitous, and probably less good relative to what we're capable of giving students over time, is because students starting out their lives in debt is part of the debt economy. You guys know any college students who are like barely scraping by, and they have to live with like three other roommates to scrape together enough money to pay rent, and then they have to scrape together enough money to pay like 600 a month in college, and then they never actually pay it off because the interest refreshes and grows the debt faster than they can pay it off. Of course, I know him, he's me. Yeah. Well, the purpose of this is because we live like largely in a debt economy, the amount of well, here, average credit card debt over time USA. Now, of course, college debt is not is not credit card debt. Just a moment. Average credit card debt over time, USA. Give me that graph. There we go. Outstanding credit card debt over time. Since 1976, right here, and then you see a dip after 2008, and then it's gone back up again. This cuts off in 2020. I imagine the stimulus payments gave it a bit of a dip, but probably gone back up since then. Um, Now, you'll note that the quality of why there spikes. It's an annual thing. You'll note that the quality of life of the average American hasn't exactly skyrocketed in proportion to the total amount of outstanding credit card debt. It's just our economy right now kind of orients around the expectation that every American should have to like run out their paycheck month by month in a desperate effort to juggle their existing and outstanding bills. Um, And that's not good, you know? And that's one of the reasons why people are so opposed to student debt forgiveness, you know? A lot of it is just like making sure people start their lives with a ball and chain around their ankle. It wasn't actually Republicans, it was Democrats who planned this. Look, yes, I saw this from Brianna Joy Gray. Yes. Um, Democrats push for student loan relief or student debt relief. Republicans push against it. It's the Democrats' fault. Democrats get student debt relief passed. And then Republicans shut it down. It's actually the Democrats' fault. Just nonstop. It was actually a 10D chess move, you see, to get the youth vote or whatever. Great stuff. Don't miss this part. The lawsuit itself was bankrolled by Federalist Society members. Yes, the evil monsters. Lawsuit that struck down the Biden student loan forgiveness program was bankrolled by a Federalist Society funded conservative org and heard by a judge who is a Federalist Society member. I love that. I love how you can just have political operatives and judges who are, by the way, meant to impartially interpret the law, just be a part of like, oh yeah, the Satan Club. The Satan Club where demons are. and then they can just be like, oh yeah, through a totally apolitical assessment of law, just purely from a neutral evaluation of legal precedent, I'm actually going to do this monstrous thing. It's great stuff. Phenomenal, love that. U.S. judge has blocked Joe Biden's plan to provide millions of dollars. District Court Judge Mark Pittman, an appointee of former President Donald Trump based in Fort Worth, said the program usurped Congress's power to make laws. In this country, we are not ruled by an all powerful executive with a pen and a phone. Instead, we're ruled by a constitution that provides for three distinct and independent branches of government. Now, I am no lawyer. I have seen some discourse on this, and as far as I have seen, any claim that this is unconstitutional is total bunk. I do not think there is any legitimate proceduralist argument against the student debt forgiveness program. It's completely bullshit. Not that a member of the Federalist Society would need an excuse to lie about something like this. Um, yeah. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre, I'm so tired, Jean-Pierre, said the administration disagreed with Thursday's ruling and the Department of Justice has filed an appeal. She said so far, 26 million people had applied for debt relief. God, this really, really cements how little Republicans care about winning the favorability of the American citizens. Like 26 million people had already applied. 16 million had already had it approved. Imagine being one of the 16 million people. That's 5% of the country. That's larger than a vast majority of the states in this country. Um, and then getting like, oh yeah, Republicans were like, no. So actually, you do have to pay all that money. Good luck. Anyway, as I said, from the legal arguments that I've seen, can the Biden admin fight this? Yeah, the Justice Department will be fighting this. DOJ. It's not good. I do think the DOJ will win out eventually, but this instability is just morally heinous. It's just monstrous, to do that to people. But they don't care. Yeah, Steino Smash. They're very close together. I hope it doesn't get to SCOTUS. Ugh. Well, we'll see. SCOTUS has already declined to hear challenges to the forgiveness, I think. So there's a chance they would actually rule in favor of Biden. Hmm. Wouldn't keep my hopes up.